Okay, Merikabi Corporation, Hansa Research is the think tank division, Abaddon Ministry of Salvation, www.hansaresearch.samsbiz.com. Okay, the Super Collider alternating generator. The problem was the stalemate in Texas. Okay, and this problem was this. There was a super collider being built in Texas, and there was a problem that something wasn't right. It wasn't completing its revolution. You had to see it. Anyway, hypotheses. Beneath the cathode ray gun, sensors need to be attached to storage rings to detect the amount of X-ray energy expended to activate the generator in order to compensate for the displacement of Z particles or electron and proton particle energy lost by X-ray emissions or common to the ring area. Neutrinos and antineutrinos that precipitate the collision reaction are dissipated in the loss of Z particle energy. The generator compensates for the loss by replenishing electrons, protons, and Z particles. Note, the note is, and the source of this thinking was that I read about the problem in the Cleveland Plain Dealer approximately 2001, and so I came up with this little answer, this little theory, because I was like, well, wait a minute. Okay, what's making it stop? What's making the cathode, it has like, what it has, it's like a big hammer that like swings around like this, you know, like a whirly bird at the carnival, right? So it's like doing this, doing this. Well, what's stopping it? Why isn't it making a complete revolution? Well, the complete revolution probably is because the cathode ray gun, it had no sensor, and so because if it had no sensor, it would not detect the amount of X-ray energy that is expended to activate the generator. Okay, so if you have a generator there, you need to know how much X-ray particles are being given off by the cathode ray gun, and the Z particles that are created, okay, in the super collider. If you know what a super collider does, okay, it smashes atoms together. You know, that's what causes the Z particles to go off of it. That's what causes the antineutrinos and the neutrinos. It's the slamming together. It's atom crashing. It's. Does that make sense? It's smashing atoms. ATOMS. Okay, so never mind. So then that way, that's why it says that the neutrinos and antineutrinos that precipitate the collision reaction are dissipated in the loss of the Z particle energy. So as the Z particles come off, okay, you're losing some energy there, right? So then the generator compensates for the loss by replenishing the electrons, protons, and Z particles. And that's what the generator does, is creating more of these by electricity of the smashing that's generated by the smashing of the atoms. If that makes sense. But anyway, the cathode ray gun is pulsating, right? The atoms out, right? Okay. Then you're just like crashing into each other, the atoms, causing the energy to be released, and that's what causes the thing to move. If that's wrong, you can just chalk it up to, you know, what does this girl know talking about? She doesn't know what she's talking about. I didn't say I did. I just said this came to me. God gave it to me. Well, you know, I've been in Eka so long. Could have been Mahanta, right?